So far, we've had short cue lists, just a handful of looks. This has made it easy to remember what we've created, the purpose of it, the order of our cues. But once our lists become longer and longer and longer, it can be really helpful to be able to see your cue list in its entirety. In this chapter, we'll be altering the timing of cues, so it would be great to be able to observe the status of our cues and then information about our cues. Good news, this is the purpose of the PSD, or the playback status display. Okay, this display right down here will show you the current cue, its timing, important flags, labels, effects, and more. And as you can see, the PSD is structured like a spreadsheet with rows and columns. EOS will even highlight the cue that is currently live with yellow, just like in live mode. It's also really helpful to be able to observe cue transitions. So you can watch this as we execute Q2 up here and down here, shown both in the rows as well as the status displayed near the bottom. We'll cover more about the various columns of the PSD in subsequent lessons, so like fade times, flags, follows, hangs, delays, etc. But I wanted to let you know about this one last little tidbit. The PSD can show you a lot more information than you probably need. I think it's helpful to be selective about what you see, and it's likely that you might need different information at different points in your design process. If you want to alter what you see in your display, simply right-click on the display, the tab, or press the gear icon to the left of your tabs. You can now see a bunch of tick boxes, check boxes to enable or disable different items in your PSD. You can even zoom out or zoom in. And really, you can do this with any display. Set it how you want to, and it even saves in your snapshot. Okay, let's step through some of these different options. First of all is timing. These are options that refer to how long it takes to transition from one look to another. Different parameters of cue can have different timings. Next is the flags section. These are unique pieces of information about how a cue ought to behave differently than the default behavior. For example, you can turn on and off the automark feature discussed in our moving lights section. Next is attributes. These are extra functions that you can append to a cue, such as like automatically going to the next cue when this one is complete. Label is just a quick name given to a cue. Note is an extended description for a cue. Effects. Are there any effects running in this cue? And then execute is a fun one, or external links. Does this cue automatically start another action, such as a macro, or call a show control command to a different board? All right, that's what I'm going to show you for now. Let's try it out and move on to the next lesson.